All right. What the fuck is up, people? What is up? What is the deal? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's popping, people? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. The bad boy of the dating game. What's good? What is popping? So, today, I'm going to be talking about why you should never, ever, ever let women have power over you. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to get into that today. Hold on, let me make sure I got all my shit right. Make sure I got all my shit good. All right. What's good? What's good? Mayu, what's popping? What's going on? Let me let the room fill in a little bit, and we're gonna get into it. Hold on, let me make sure everything is good before I start spitting this game. All right. What up, Robert James? Was good? What's going on? What's going on? Roberto, what's popping? What's good? What's good? What is good? So today I'm gonna be talking about real quick why you should never let a woman have power over you. Ever. But before I get into all that, bam, make sure you guys get this book, How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Make sure that you click the link below to get your copy today. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys click the link below to get your copy today. Or go straight to MrLocario.com. You feel me? Maya, you said, where's the line between you genuinely desiring something and doing something you don't want to do in exchange? What do you mean? I mean, are you saying where's the line between you doing the shit you want to do and doing the shit you do because you feel like you need to do it? What up, Joe Blast? What's popping? You got to rephrase that question. I'm confused by that question for a second. But anyway, but yeah. So today I'm gonna be talking about why you should never, ever let women have power over you, right? And so basically, what it is this: is that there's gonna be times where you're gonna be dealing with chicks, right? You're gonna be dealing with chicks, and they're going to want you to do certain things or act in certain ways that is for just their benefit. They want to be able to control you. They want to be able to get you to sort of forget about the things you're trying to do or forget about, what's going on, with you trying to make something happen with them. They just want to be the ones pulling the strings, controlling the situation. So anytime you're trying to do something, anytime you're trying to make something happen with a chick, and she's trying to sort of move the energy or move the direction in a different way, that's her trying to have power over you. So for example, let's say you're trying to, hook up with a girl, right? You say to a girl, hey, listen, I just want you to come over to the crib. You understand? I got the Netflix popping. You can come over and chill. We just gonna hook up and have some fun, right? But she says, well, I'm not the type of girl. I don't want to do that. We should go out instead and go get some dinner or some shit, right? So now, if you agree with that, and you go to dinner instead of having her come to your crib, that means that woman has power over you. You understand what I'm saying? Because basically, she just made you do some other shit you didn't want to do, and you did what she wanted to do. So now she has the power. You understand what I'm saying? Or let's say, for example, you at a bar somewhere, you trying to talk to a girl, and she's like, hey, do you want to buy me a drink? Right? And you don't want to buy her a drink. Right? But you do it anyway because you feel like, oh, well, she's hot. I want her to like me and I want to get with her. This chick has power over you. You understand? Even if you did want to buy her a drink and she said, hey, do you want to buy me a drink? And you bought her a drink, she still sort of has power over you in her eyes because she got you to do the shit that she wanted you to do. What up, Jermaine Jones, Troll Star, was popping, what's going on? So what I'm saying is that you guys have to understand that when you're dealing with women, don't ever let her have power over you. And this is the way that you do this. What you have to first do is figure out the type of guy that you are. April MC in the chat, he said, what if she wants you to come sit next to her on the couch? Well, listen. A good rule of thumb is this. Is that you have to, and this is what I was going to say at first, so I was going to answer that question, is that you have to figure out what type of guy are you, right? And then based off of that, that's how you make your moves. You see what I'm saying? And so what it is this, is that you have to first say, you know what? I'm the type of guy who wants A, B, and C. Now the girl is telling you, hey, I want you to do D, E, and F. Right? So now if you do D, E, and F because she wants you to do D, E, and F, that means that this woman has power over you. You understand what I'm saying? But if you stick to A, B, and C, right? That means that she doesn't have power over you. You understand what I'm saying? So April, when you're saying, what if she wants you to come sit next to her on the couch? Now, if the guy wants to do that, right? Then the girl really doesn't necessarily have power over him, but she may perceive that she does based off of him doing that because she said to do it. You understand what I'm saying? But if he doesn't want to sit next, if he doesn't want to sit next to her on the couch, or he wants her to come to him, you know what I'm saying? That means that he is making sure that he still has the power in his hands. That's the thing. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. So the thing is this. Guys said, Theo C, you said there was no notification. Yeah, YouTube be on that bullshit. YouTube be on that bullshit sometimes. It is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. So what happens is sometimes is this. Is that based off of you figuring out the type of guy you are and the rules that you have and the way you got shit set up, right? That's going to determine how you move, right? Because there's going to be certain things that you don't really necessarily care too much about or it's not that big of a deal. But in general, you have to have some foundation of how you're going to be when you're dealing with women. You understand? So, for example, if you're the type of guy that says, I don't take chicks out on dinner dates on the first date. That's just I just don't do that shit. Right? If you meet a girl and you think she's hot and then she's like, oh, let's go out to dinner. And then you fucking go out to dinner with that chick on the first date. That means that woman has power over you. You understand what I'm saying? She has power over you because now you are going against the shit you said you were going to do and going against your principles to please her or to get with her. So anytime you're trying to please a chick or do all this other stuff outside of who you are, that means she has power over you. You understand? Big Sting, you said a chick tried to do that last night. That's what I'm saying. So the thing is, a lot of times because guys want pussy so bad, right? they end up letting a chick have power over them. You understand what I'm saying? They end up doing this. And this is the funny part about this. This is the part that is very, very important. Because at first you might say, well, what's the big deal? What's the big deal if, the girl, right, does a certain thing that shows she has power over you? Like, does she even notice? Is it even a thing? Like, who cares? Like, why is it such a big deal? Like, if I'm going to get some pussy, it shouldn't matter, right? This is what guys say. So, what will happen is this, and some guys have been through this, especially when they were younger. You might have a situation where, I remember my friend, he was in a situation where he was with this girl, and this was when they were like young, maybe like, 16, 17, right? So they're about to have sex, and she says to him, right when they're about to have sex, she says to him, so does this mean that we go together? Does this mean that I'm your girlfriend? Right? So he says yes, because he wanted to get the sex. So what the girl was doing was, she was trying to have power over him. She's like, well, let me get him to do something or agree to something or say something that I want to happen at this moment. And I'm using the sex to, influence him to say what I need him to say. So that girl had power over him. And so what happens is this. Some of you guys might say, well, what's the big deal if I'll say anything to get some sex, right? But see, the issue is that once you let a chick have power over you, she loses respect for you. You understand what I'm saying? The respect starts going downhill. The respect goes downhill. You understand? That's what happens. Because once a woman has power over you, she can't respect you. You understand? It's that simple. Once a woman has power over you, she can't have respect for you. And the thing is that some of this is subconscious. She may not even recognize or realize, but she's going to start to lose respect for you. So, okay, yeah, you had sex that one time, but if you like this woman, if you're interested in this woman, right, shit ain't going to really pop off like you wanted to pop off with this girl. What up, handsome bachelor lifestyle? What's good, bro? It's not going to pop off like you expect because her respect level for you is going to go down. You understand? Because a woman can't respect the man she has power over. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. This is why a lot of times you have marriages where the motherfucker, he ain't getting no sex. The wife is just treating him like shit, right? And the reason why is because she has power over him. See, women think they want power over a man, but they don't really want it. It's like in their nature to try to make it happen and try to test you and try to get it. But they don't want power. They don't want it. Because once they get it, they lose respect for the guy and they're not interested anymore. You understand what I'm saying? ESA said there are women that take care of men. That's true. See, April said it's true. It said ultimately they want a strong leader. That's facts. It's like this. I used this example before. It's like, let's say if you were like a basketball player in your neighborhood, and you were the best basketball player in your neighborhood, right? And then let's say someone like LeBron James comes through to the neighborhood and you know, plays one-on-one with you, right? Now, if you beat LeBron James, which you probably would love to because that would be awesome, like, oh shit, I fucking beat LeBron James in a one-on-one basketball game, right? It'll make you feel good for a second. It'll be like, damn, I overpowered LeBron James. But guess what's going to happen after you do that? You're going to lose some respect for LeBron James. You understand what I'm saying? Because, see, when he stepped on a court, you expected him to beat you. You expected him to dominate, to overpower you, because he's LeBron James. But if you beat LeBron James in a one-on-one, you're going to lose some respect for him. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how women see the situation. They see it as, damn, I was able to get this motherfucker to do this shit that he probably didn't want to do, or you understand what I'm saying? I got him to do this shit. I feel good because I feel validated that I was able to make this happen, but at the same time, I don't respect him anymore. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what happens when women have power over you. They don't respect you, or they start to lose respect. This is why you have to stand on your principles and stand on what you're trying to do. Because really, when you see, this is why, in fact, you have to actually approach a woman. You understand? This is why I'm getting into this let me get into this part. This is why you have to actually go and cold approach women and approach these chicks and not sit there waiting for choosing signals. You understand? You have to approach the chick. Why? Because when you approach a woman, what you're doing is that you are presenting her with your foundation, with what you're about, with what with what she needs to understand about you. You understand? You're presenting her with what she needs to understand about you. You understand? Don Jill, you said you prefer choosing signals. Your ego can't handle rejection. See that right there, you're gonna have a chick having power over you. See, when you wait for choosing signals, you make a woman have power over you. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what y'all don't get. When you're sitting there waiting for choosing signals, you let a woman have power over you. Because that chick could be choosing you because she sees you as a trick. She's like, oh, I'm going to get this guy to pay my bills. You understand what I'm saying? She's like, I'm going to get this guy to pay my motherfucking bills. But see, when you cold approach, right? When you cold approach, Big King BJ, you said this, you don't cold approach, it's too much validation. How's that validation? How's that too much validation, I should say? When you cold approach, what you're doing is you're letting the girl know what you're about and your stance on shit and what you're trying to do. Hey, what's up, miss? Listen, here's my information. Give me a call tomorrow. I need to talk to you about some things. Let's make something happen, right? She hits you up. You say, listen, I want you to come through to the spot. I want you to go to this place and I'm going to meet you there, right? You're already from the start. What up, K-Zag and 20 was popping? You're ready from the start, letting her know what it is. Right? So now, what's going to happen is when you let a chick know what it is, what you're trying to do, this is when some of them will try to have power over you. Because you tell the girl, hey, listen, meet me at the Main Street bar at 8 o'clock. She's going to say, oh, but why don't we do this other shit, someplace else? That's her trying to get power over you. What's up, my nigga? What's going on, bro? Yo, what's going on?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You good? What's going on, bro?
Chilling, man, chilling.
Miles
Chilling.
Cunningham is in the building, people. Miles Cunningham is in the motherfucking building. So what's going on, bro?
Yeah, I figured I would call in before you get on them long ass fucking bullshit calls you be on with these niggas who don't want to listen to reason.
Hey, and I'm glad you called up too, because it's the perfect fucking topic. I know you got some input on this, because I'm talking about never letting a chick have power over you. You feel what I'm saying? But what's your thoughts on all that shit?
Well, I was my thoughts on the situation is that you kind of have to design. You have to design your woman.
Right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of like this is how much power a woman can't have over you. It means that you have to make her become what you want in a woman.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have and you because what happens with a lot of these dudes is that they lose sight of themselves.
Right.
Looking at the female.
Right.
You understand? They lose sight of their identity. They lose sight of who they are because they're staring at the female and she's sexy and she's pretty and you want to have sex with her and all of this shit.
Right.
But what cats don't understand is that the only thing that really matters is you, the man.
Right.
The only thing that really fucking matters is you, the fucking man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have chicks on my team that they be fucking calling me up asking me what color to do their nails and shit.
Right.
Why? Because they want to know what color I like.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
They want to know what kind of dress I want to see them in.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Right.
They want to know, hey, I'm gonna do my hair like this. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the only thing that really matters is if I like it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because if you on my team, the only any basketball player on a team, he's trying to follow the coach's direction.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because players got skills and players have talent, but you have to be directed.
Right.
Yeah, a girl looks beautiful. A girl is attractive. A girl has some type of talent of her own that you recognize, and the reason you recognize it is because you see there's something in you that responds to the talent that she has, to the beauty that she has, to the sexiness or attractiveness, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
You understand? But you have to recognize it, and then once you recognize that she has a certain level of talent, it's up to you to coach that talent. It's up to you to manage that talent. It's up to you to design the talent.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's up to you to let her know. Yeah, I see you. You're a good looking chick, but let me talk to you for a second. Let me put you onto some other shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Let me put you onto some other shit. Like you see, I've been telling y'all niggas that y'all need to fucking upgrade. We've been talking about the upgrade, and I've been telling niggas, make sure you don't wear holy socks, and make sure your drawers is fresh and your undershirts is fresh. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been telling niggas that. I want y'all to know that I tell my bitches the same fucking thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I tell my bitches the same fucking thing. Like, I let bitches know, like when they get naked in front of me and they down to their panties, if their panties don't look like, bitch, throw them fucking panties away.
Right.
I don't ever want to see those fucking panties again. That bra is the fucking, that bra, how old is that bra, bitch? How long have you had that fucking bra? Never wear that bra to come see me again. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I need you to wear brand new shit. I need for our bitch to look good. Remember, the reason why you can't have a woman having power over you is because it's their job is to enhance your experience. You understand what I'm saying? You're the one that holds the power. They're only there to enhance the experience. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
A man is the TV. You understand? And a woman is cable. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
A man is the TV and a woman is Netflix or Hulu. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
She's an option. And when you add that option to your own flame, then it creates a more enhanced picture. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because a lot of the shit that you can see on Hulu, you can see it anywhere else. If you have a TV and a DVD player, you could go out and buy the DVDs or order the shit.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just that Hulu allows you to press another button and the fucking Hulu turns on or Netflix turns on and you get to watch the shit without having to go get a DVD.
Right.
You understand? So it makes your experience a little bit more convenient.
Mm-hmm.
But you already have the ability to show those shows on the TV.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So these dudes, they get lost. They get lost in the sauce. They act like they act like Netflix is the valuable thing.
Right.
No, the valuable thing is the TV.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You're the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix is an addition. It's a complement.
Right.
It's an option. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And it enhances your TV watching experience. But for example, shout out to 50 Cent. His new show For Life. Right?
Right.
The show came on the other day. I couldn't watch it on regular TV, but I was busy doing something, and I caught it on. I caught it on Hulu the following night.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was still able to watch the show, and it was just a little bit more convenient for me. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But I could, if I really wanted to watch it, I could have fucking watched it when it came on television. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's the same with a chick. A chick is just an option. A chick is just an accessory. A chick is just a compliment. You understand? These guys, you're talking about, you're like the dude that you just read off in the chat room, talking about, I like choosing singles because it's too much. When he said it's too much validation, or
he said no. The dude, he said I don't. He said he don't cold approach because it's too much validation for the chick.
It's too much validation.
Right.
That's what these niggas don't understand. When you approach a female, it's not about them.
Exactly.
Like, you're not. It's not about them. You're presenting your shit. It's about you.
Right.
It's about you. The only thing that it's about, as far as she's concerned, is where she's at the moment, and if she's down to do what you're presenting.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like I don't understand. I don't understand what these, because the problem with these dudes is that their very first thing that they worried about is how the bitch look.
Right.
So
right.
They lead with compliment. You understand?
Right.
They lead with compliment. Like, let me tell you what I lead with. The first thing I ask a bitch usually when I'm approaching a chick is I say, "How are you?"
Right.
That's it. Just a general question. How are you? Because all I really want to know is if you feeling all right. If you're in your right fucking mind. So when I ask you to come over here and chill with me, I know that you're like, that you're okay in your fucking right mind. I don't really care how you look. I'm standing up talking to you.
Right.
That already explains to you that I have some type of attraction or interest. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm a man of value. Why would I even spend my time talking to you, a perfect stranger, if I didn't have any type of interest or attraction? You understand?
Right.
See, all of that, looks and all of that bullshit, all of that shit doesn't even need to be said. But a lot of these cats, the first thing they say, "Oh, you're cute. Oh, you're this." You don't need to say none of that to a bitch. Because if you go up and say what's up to her, it's because she's attractive. And she already knows that shit. You understand?
Right.
A bitch. Remember how much time a bitch stays in the fucking mirror. Remember how long it takes for a chick to get ready.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Trust me, they know they look good. When you say what's up to them or step up to them and say hi or whatever you say, all of that shit is implied. You don't need to say none of that shit. You understand? It's not, because again, it's not about that. It's about their ability or their willingness to fucking cooperate with whatever it is you have to offer. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But again, you having something specific to offer starts with you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of you cats, or a lot of these dudes that have the wrong idea. It's like they relinquish their power immediately, bro. You understand?
Right.
It's like their own ability, their own value means nothing in the face of the female because she's so cute and she's so hot and she's so attractive. And it's like, fuck that, bro. Like when that bitch shit, it stinks. When she burps, it stinks. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, chicks shit smell like roses. to some dudes out here.
Exactly.
So
Get sugar spice and everything nice and all of that bullshit. You understand what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
These guys are wild sometimes when they act like, a female, you know, like you were saying just now, like females when you don't show no power, when you give them nothing to follow, they don't fucking respect you, bro.
Right.
They don't respect you. They fucking, they lose faith in themselves.
Right, because the thing is with women out here, with women in general, I try to get guys to understand is that see what this is what be confusing guys out here nowadays, because there's so much of this like feminism and all this other shit like this, and girl power and all that other stuff. They think that the biggest trick is for men to believe that men and women are equal. You understand what I'm saying? And so women have been tricked into thinking that too. You see what I'm saying? So they tricked the masses into thinking men and women are equal. So what happens is that women are tricked into thinking they're equal. So they think that they can sort of have this power over a man. And then you have men out there who think women are equal. So they think that women are equipped to be on the same footing as a dude. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so what happens is that guys are like, well, it doesn't really matter if I do this or do that because, she's a grown woman and that's not what it is. You got to understand that when it comes to you dealing with a woman and when it comes to you interacting with her, there are different positions and roles in this situation.
Right.
And so based off those positions and roles, that's going to dictate how well a woman is going to be dealing with you. It's almost like I always use the example of if you run a company, if you're the CEO of Target, right? You're the one who tells the employee, hey, listen, this is the protocol for this company. This is what you do.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't the employee don't say, well, CEO, I think that we should do this thing instead. And then the CEO is like, well, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. They don't do that shit nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? And so how is the employee going to have any respect for the company when the employee could just walk in and say whatever the fuck they want? That's crazy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing for women.
Right.
You feel what I mean?
Right.
So
the thing is, bro, like, dudes, like, I've been saying this shit like forever, and I really don't know how many niggas really getting it, but
right.
It's like you're a man. You're a fucking man. Like you can't see yourself as anything equal or less than a female at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't do it. Mm-hmm. Like all of that, we need to believe females and Me Too and all of that shit is phony.
Right.
All of that shit is phony because at the end of the day, there are things that no matter how we feel, no matter what's going on, there are things that need to be done in this world, and your feelings don't fucking matter. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when those important things need to be done, do you know who the world actually depends on?
A man.
The world depends on a man.
Exactly.
Period.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
And that's what dudes gotta really understand. At the end of the fucking day, after you deal with your feelings and I wasn't feeling this way because I was sad because at the end of the day, shit still needs to get done.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So who are we really depending on at the end of the day?
Mm-hmm.
We're depending on men. So we can't, and that's why this shit is so important because we're losing more and more dudes.
Right.
We're losing more and more fucking dudes to this philosophy of gender equality and there's no such thing as male and female gender roles.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
There is such thing as male and female because I don't give birth to kids. I don't give birth to kids.
Right.
I inject you with life force and you give birth to kids.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
See, I was talking with a chick the other day and she was saying how she got an issue not being married because if she has kids with her man, with her boyfriend,
right,
then the kids is gonna take his last name.
Oh my goodness!
And she don't like that. She talking about she don't like that. And I'm like, you know what the problem is? with today's world and today's society, bitches actually, even in the realm of giving birth to kids, bitches actually think that they are, that they are the main part of shit and they're not an accessory.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Bitches actually think that, look, it is designed by nature that you're giving birth to my kid, to my seed, my seed. My sperm cells are moving around already. I have life inside of me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why when niggas say shit like, yo, I had this bitch while I had kids. They're not lying. They're not joking. Like, I literally have kids in my nutsack right now, like, straight up and down. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
A female egg is it's an incubator. It's an accessory to the process that we're discussing. You understand?
Right.
It's an accessory to the process. Women are designed to receive dictation, receive a catalyst, receive something to spark them. You understand what I'm saying? And then they enhance that thing and then develop it.
Right.
But they're nothing. They're absolutely nothing without a man. Absolutely nothing. I mean, and everybody want to depend on science and hormones and in vitro and all of these type of methods of impregnation and shit like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm talking about nature. I'm talking about fucking nature. You cannot get around nature. Nature is what it is. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't fucking carry around looking for 9 months. I don't have to.
Right.
Because I'm a man. I need to be freed up to go do other shit. I need to be freed up to be able to fucking lift things and do things and fucking protect you and fucking, kill niggas if I have to. You understand? And fucking, go out and hunt and find food. Like, these things are designed by nature. Period. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. That's real shit.
I fuck you. I fuck the bitch. I inject life force into her, and she has to lay around for 9 months.
Right. Exactly.
She has to do that shit.
Exactly.
Because she's an accessory to the baseline of what we call life force. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
She's the accessory to my baseline. Period. You understand?
But
she's
the thing is,
to my beat. You feel me?
Right. But see, the thing is that this is the problem. This is the problem with the whole shit. Is this? See, what it is this is really the ego that fucks everything up. Because again, like I said before, we each got a position to play. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So when it comes to a man and a woman, we each got a position to play. So a man has his strengths and weaknesses, and a woman has her strengths and weaknesses. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that when a man plays to his strengths, what happens is that he's leading, guiding, and directing the woman. When the woman is playing to her strengths, she's actually being submissive and following the man. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And then that's how everything works out. But see, the ego, what it does is it tells women that, oh, well, you don't got to listen to that motherfucker. You could do everything he could do. You don't need him. And then so you have a lot of other menginas and white knights out here who believe that same shit. Like, oh, well, they don't need to do that. And then so everything is fucked up. And then so now what happens is, because of ego, this is why you have women who want to have power over a man. You see what I'm saying? And then because men are so pussy nowadays and don't know how to be real men and aren't attractive to women, they will do anything the women will say in order to try to get the pussy. So they're trading in their power for pussy. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's what happens. You see what I mean? It's crazy. Right. It's fucking crazy.
And that's so sad too, because pussy is so like the benefit of pussy is so fleeting. You understand?
Right.
The benefit of pussy is so fleeting. Like for niggas who get pussy on the fucking regular, you know how it is once you fucking nut, B. You know how it is once you nut. You feel like fucking throwing that bitch off the cliff. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you're done. You're done. I already love you. I have no... It's like all of that shit I felt before, like, oh, she's hot, and she's this, and she's that. Right after I nut, I have none of those feelings at that exact moment. I have none of those feelings anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally ready to fucking snap my fingers and allow that bitch to vanish into another dimension. You understand what I'm saying?
That's hilarious.
That's why, like, I don't get the whole, I mean, I get it, but then after a while, I don't, because it's like, bro, if you was really getting pussy like that, it wouldn't be so crazy to you, to the point where you're trying to relinquish all your power to these hoes.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's
I'm
the
trying
thing.
to tell y'all niggas, if you want to fucking, if you want to be a nigga that gets a lot of pussy, then understand the perspective of a nigga that gets a lot of pussy.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And realize no bitch has no power over you. No bitch has no fucking power over you.
Mm-hmm.
None.
Right.
None. Because a lot of these niggas, I'm gonna even take it to this point. I actually like masturbation.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I like I like the fact that I discovered masturbation
right.
at an early age. And the reason why I'm saying that is because masturbation allows me to bring pleasure to myself. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And because I'm good at that shit, because I know how to do that shit, I look at a woman and she knows that if I'm fucking her, it's because I want to fuck her. It's not because I need to fuck her.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So she knows she don't hold no power over me. She doesn't control my nut. She does not control my nut, B. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I control my nut. I got bitches out here in these streets fucking disappointed because no matter how much they quote unquote put that pussy on me, they don't make me nut. They don't make me nut.
Right.
And they be getting disappointed and upset because it seems like it's incomplete. And let me tell you something about what you're actually in some respects what you're saying to a bitch when she can make you nut. When a bitch can make you nut, that's you relinquishing your power. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
To me anyway, this is how I feel about it. When a chick is fucking, when she knows how to fucking ride you, or she knows how to do any little trick or whatever the fuck she want to do with her body or her pussy or whatever, and she can make you nut like that on command, or through will by the way she's moving her body and shit, bro. That to me, that's you letting that giving the bitch a signal to say that she has a way to get to you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
She has a way to get to you. And if we're here talking about a female as an accessory and she's a compliment, and she has a way to get to you, she has a way to, for you to, break your strength and fucking release your nut, release your life force, right? Basically release everything that makes you a fucking man, because remember, a lot of shit comes out in your semen. We're talking about testosterone. We're talking about different nutrients and shit that literally build your masculinity. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
When a chick knows that she can make that shit come out on demand or through her will, that is in the back of her mind. It makes her feel like she has power over you. You understand?
Right.
This is why when I do what I do, and I do, I practice semen retention, and I don't nut for a bitch, bitches be getting upset because they start to feel like, oh my God, my pussy has no power over this thing.
Right. Right.
No, that's serious. This is what they tell me. This is what they fucking tell me. They be like, yo, how come you don't nut? Like, what's the matter? You don't like me? You don't find me attractive?
Right.
And I'm looking at her like, bitch, I wouldn't be naked in the bed. I don't say this necessarily, but I'm thinking to myself, like, I wouldn't be naked in the bed with you. I wouldn't allow you to come to my fucking house and fucking take your clothes off if I wasn't attracted to you.
Right.
But you don't hold any power over me. You understand? Even when it comes to a nut, we do not hold any fucking power over me. So you have to. So she needs to understand clearly that whenever I spend time with you, it's a direct choice. It's not because I feel like I have to or I need to. You understand?
Right.
And in that way, the bitch knows for a fact that she has no power over me. Yes, you're attractive. Yes, you're sexy. But your sexiness and your attractiveness holds no weight in my fucking domain.
Right. And see, that's important.
So she understands that the most important shit that she gotta come with is respect and doing exactly what I tell her to fucking do. That's how she gets to me.
Right.
You understand?
Right. And that's important. That's important because what you said is real important because, a lot of times, this is what dudes don't understand. A lot of times, the reason why a chick is fucking with you is solely off the fact that she knows she got power over you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So her whole purpose to even be dealing with you is to fucking exert that power. This is why you have women who you deal with them and they be flaking on you, or you chill with them for a few times and they still ain't fuck you, and you're like, yo, when we gonna fuck? And she's like, oh, I gotta get to know you more, and we gotta go out more, and I gotta talk to you more. That's her exerting her power over you. You see what I'm saying? Because she knows you want the pussy. She knows that you're gonna go jump through hoops. You feel what I'm saying? And so once she knows that you're the type of guy that she can't do that to, once she knows that you're the type of guy that her pussy is not gonna make you do all this other extra shit, once she knows that there's nothing that she can do that to make you do what you're doing, and she understands that you're only doing what you're doing based off of your own wanting to do it. You understand? Once you get to that level of where you're doing it because you only because you want to, and she can see that, that's when you really got a chick that's fucking with you, and that's when she's really going to be attracted to you. Because once she knows she doesn't have that power, she's going to be consistently trying to gain that power. You understand what I'm saying? That's what she'll do on some subconscious shit.
And that's an important thing. You want a chick in a type of position in your life where she's always working towards having a certain level of influence in your life. Not necessarily power, but influence. Because again, if I'm dealing with a chick, she has to have some type of intelligence. She has to have some type of, game about her as well. And she also has to be coachable.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
The female that I'm dealing with, she's going to have something in her where we can discuss something, and I can use her input to help my game. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not like I'm out here looking for super dumb chicks just for me to fucking mold in my image, on some simple shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The chick gotta have something about her in the first place. But what I'm saying is, you always want her in a position where she's earning that place. You understand? She's working towards it. Because, like I said, when the chick knows that she can, if you're you have some chicks, they quote unquote know how to ride dick. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So they get this feeling where it's like, shit. As soon as he's on top now, but as soon as I get on top, I'll snatch this nigga's soul.
Right.
You hear bitches saying shit like that. Like, I'll take this nigga's soul. And it's because she know that, she know how to move her hips a certain way and make the average nigga come.
Right.
Once the nigga comes, he's like, oh my God, like, this good feeling I have right now from this orgasm, I owe to you. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how the chick feels. That's how the chick feels, but that's not what you want. You want her always working, like she has to be putting in work to get into that level where she can make you come, or where she can even bring you to a level of like pleasure and ecstasy that you can even feel a certain way around her. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because with most chicks, when anything comes too easy, they lose respect for the shit. When anything comes too easy, they lose respect for it. That's why chicks love drama. That's why chicks love to watch soap operas. That's why chicks is even when there's nothing to fucking complain about, they start complaining about something. Because they don't like anything to come too easy, because just part of them within, they can't respect it. You understand what I'm saying? Right. I'm telling you. Exactly. So y'all just gotta make these chicks earn shit, bro. Y'all gotta look at yourselves as a prize, and they have to fucking like look at yourself as the fucking the championship. And you got some bitches that's good for the regular season, and you got some bitches that actually make it to the playoffs. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
Real talk.
That's how you gotta look at this shit, because a lot of y'all cats be putting these chicks on your team, and they're only regular season bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're only regular season bros, man. You gotta be on the lookout for chicks that can play in the postseason. You understand? And chicks who can compete for the championship.
Exactly.
You always want them competing. You always want them trying to earn that shit. So when you look at them and tell them, yo, wear this dress or do this for me, or I need you to I need you to make some phone calls for me. I need you to call me on this at this business meeting, or I need this or I need that. They're looking at you like, yes, daddy. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's it, because they know that fucking with you is making their life better, and anything you request of them is something that is in their best interest to do. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And they're always working towards that. They're always, and they're happy to do it too. They're happy to do it. If you ask a chick for something and she gives you attitude, that bitch don't respect you, and you need to charge her immediately.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. No, that's some real shit, man.
Cats need to listen to that shit and really like have a better opinion of yourself, man. Have a better opinion of yourself, and fucking make these chicks earn this shit.
Right.
Like, I mean, I'm gonna just give you one more anecdote. Do you know why? Like you know, when you watching porn and shit, you know why these chicks love? Well, not all of them, but most of them. You know why they love for a nigga to bust a nut on their face or all of that on that shit?
Right. Because that's that validation.
Yes, exactly. The nut is a symbol of them being sexy and valuable and able to fucking make a man do that type of shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because imagine a chick that's dealing with that's dealing with a alpha type dude. She can't make him do anything. Why? Because he'll be big and tall and strong and powerful, right? Right? Physically, she can't make him do anything. Even when he asks her for something, she can't make him do it.
Right.
But in the bedroom, if she fucking strokes that top or ride the top enough, she can literally make him do something.
Right.
She can make him nut. You understand what I'm saying? That nut all over her fucking face is symbolism. It's symbolism. It's validation telling her that she has some type of power over this nigga.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So us talking about you can't let women have no power over you. I'm talking about in the bedroom too.
Right.
I'm talking about in the bedroom too. If that bitch really want to make you nut, make that bitch work. Make her work.
Right.
You understand?
Right. Nah, real talk.
Yo, make her put some elbow grease while she's stroking the top or whatever she's doing. Make her fucking, at the end of it, make her fucking hips hurt. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Fucking, fucking throw her fucking legs back and fucking stroke that shit deep. Make that shit fucking hurt. Let her know that she is not, it's not easy. If she wants this nut, anything she wants from you, whether it's for you to fucking, go out with her on a date, to get in this nut. It's not easy. You gotta work for it, bitch. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, that's some real shit.
Because you're dealing with a man of value. So anything you get from me, whether it's a nut, a golden shower, or a diamond ring, you have to work for it. You have to work for it. Why the fuck do you think the divorce rate is so high? Because a lot of these bitches is getting engaged too, and they're getting weddings and marriages, and they haven't worked for it because you niggas are fucking pussy. You niggas are fucking pussy. You're getting married to these women based on you think it's a necessity. You think it's a fucking formality.
Right.
You think, we've been working for 3 or 4 years. I might as well marry her. No.
Right.
Has she earned the privilege of being your wife?
Exactly.
Has she earned it? Is she behaving like a wife? Is she doing everything she's supposed to do as a wife? Is she earning your respect as a wife? You understand what I'm saying? Is she doing these things? And a lot of these dudes getting married, this is not happening. These things are not happening. These bitches are fucking, trust me, y'all niggas know what I do. I've been to a lot of weddings. These bitches be disrespecting these niggas on the wedding day.
That's crazy.
On the wedding day. They be fucking saying vows and doing toasts and fucking cracking jokes on their husband like they don't fucking respect these niggas, bro.
Right.
You understand me? And everybody just laughs it off like it ain't nothing. Like, and these motherfuckers out here not taking niggas' last name and all this type of shit. Like, what?
Nah, that's some shit, though. That's some shit.
Like, these bitches haven't earned shit, and y'all niggas is giving them diamond rings and fucking, niggas are taking out home loans to pay for these weddings, my nigga. All for the bitch.
Right.
All for the bitch. These bitches is wearing $7,000 to $15,000 dresses. What?
That's crazy.
What? And you don't even respect me? You don't even respect me? And you probably gonna divorce me in 4 years anyway?
And you know what I want to say real quick? this I gotta say real quick to jump into this, and this is just a side note, because what I'm seeing in the chat room, and I see this happen a lot, where some of y'all come into the show, and y'all be like, oh, move on to the next caller, or he talking too long. Y'all not listening to the fucking game. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
This ain't like, listen, if y'all dudes just want to be entertained on some fuck shit, y'all know what channels y'all could go to. You know what I'm saying? But we talking about game here. This is, you getting a free Bad Boy show right now. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So dude, like, I hate to see that. I'm like, yo, y'all gotta understand that the shit that you're hearing and you're learning is shit that you're supposed to be using for you. You understand what I'm saying? We doing this for free for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, come on, guys, stop! Don't be on no bullshit.
It's fucked up because niggas still think this shit is entertainment. Bro.
Exactly.
They really still think that shit.
Right.
You feel me?
That's
y'all niggas got it twisted. Y'all niggas got it twisted. But it's all good though. It's all good because there's some niggas out there who do get it. So shout out to them niggas.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get off the. Oh, and I just want to put this out there too because it is Valentine's Day.
Right.
I just want to let y'all know that I don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I hear these. I was talking to a dude at my gym, and he's married and shit. And I was like, oh, he was asking me about Valentine's. He was like, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? I said, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? And then I said to him, I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, well, I don't have a choice.
Oh shit! That nigga say he don't got a choice.
That's what he said. I don't have a choice. Oh, and my bad. This wasn't a nigga that was married. This was a nigga with a girlfriend. This was a nigga with a fucking girlfriend. He wasn't even married.
Wow.
You understand me? This nigga said,
Wow.
I don't have a choice. He said, I don't have that luxury. And I was like, man, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. You understand? And I want to say that to you fellas to say this, that you can write your own story. This is what it's about. This is what it's about. Because I used to celebrate Valentine's Day, and I've been through a few situations where the whole pressure of Valentine's Day itself turned these bitches into disrespectful idiots. When they lost their minds. You understand?
Right.
They lost their minds and tried to be disrespectful to a nigga or trying to act like I owed them something just because it was Valentine's Day.
Right.
And that's the point I'm trying to make to you. A lot of these chicks is getting away with shit having not earned it. Having not earned it.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
It's a lot of fucking bitches that are getting flowers and candy today that have not earned it.
Exactly.
You understand me?
Exactly.
I don't celebrate Valentine's Day because the entire idea of Valentine's Day is men giving fucking value and attention to females that have not earned the shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Now you know what they should do.
The bitches that fuck with me heavy and that are on my team, they don't celebrate Valentine's Day either. Or at least not in my face. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, but you know what they should do though.
And these dudes is doing shit at work or their girlfriends or whatever.
Right.
That's one thing. But you know when they hang with me, even if we go out on Valentine's Day, we're not going out because it's Valentine's Day. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We're going out because we're just gonna go out regardless. Like it's just another day to me.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So I'm just putting that out to y'all because a lot of niggas fall into this type of situation just like them that do that on gym. So I don't have a choice. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You can tell a bitch, no, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Right.
You understand?
Or what dudes should start doing is this. I think that dudes should start, if let's say for example they got their girl or a chick that they dealing with or whatever, or a girl they dating or whatever like that, and when it comes to Valentine's Day, it should be a situation where if the girl has earned it, then yeah, you can do what you do. But if she hasn't, tell her, yo, Valentine's Day is canceled this year. You know what I'm saying?
You've been
fucking up. So since you've been fucking up, it's canceled this year. You understand? Tell her, look, she don't get no presents. She don't get no presents. She don't get no dick. Shout out to my dude, Boss Matt. You know what I'm saying? You got to ration that dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give her nothing.
Nothing.
Because she ain't earned it.
And she don't deserve it. If she don't deserve it, she gets nothing. You understand me?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted to say that. And for the fact that this is Valentine's Day, I wanted to put that out there. Like, fellas, Don't just be doing shit for these hoes just because it's Valentine's Day or just because you feel obligated or
Right.
whatever. No, because it's the same shit. It's the same shit we talking about. They don't have the power over you.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
These bitches, they use every excuse in the book. They use, mental illness and their emotions and their feelings, and they use little shit like this, like Valentine's Day, where it's like, even though I don't respect you, I don't give a fuck about you, and our relationship is shit. I still expect you to get me fucking flowers and candy and shit and take me out on Valentine's just because it's Valentine's Day.
Right.
No, fuck that shit.
Right.
You don't get nothing.
Exactly.
You don't get nothing.
Facts.
Facts. So yeah, man, I just wanted to put that part in there. But yeah, man, everybody have a good weekend. Happy Friday and all that shit. And I hope you have a good rest of the show.
All right, bro. I'm holler at you later, man. All right, holla.
All right, man.
All right, peace. All right, so the calling number is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901. So you guys can call up. Yeah, what's popping? What's going on? Yo, what's good?
Yo, Mr. Locario, it's Michael from London. How you getting on?
I'm chilling. What's good with you, man?
Yeah, great topic. And I'm going to stay on topic here. I appreciate Mars for that because it's real talk, man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
It's getting so bad out here in terms of power. So, for example, I know a lot of guys say they hate validating women and they need to get over that. Like, they're getting validation from all angles, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
And,
exactly.
Yeah. And if they do care, like if a woman does reject you and they care that much, you could reject them rejecting you because they get rejected on the back end, we get rejected on the front end. So for example, like if a woman offers you her Instagram, you just say one of three things. You either say no, thank you, have a nice day, no, I'm good.
Right.
And they hate it. They hate it.
Right. That's true.
Even with flakes as well. If a girl flakes on you, don't bother replying. And she, in her head, she's just like, wait a minute, this guy's he's not getting angry. Like
exactly.
What's going on? And like, also with girls who have messed you about in the past, let them get close to you, but remember they don't deserve your dick. So for example, if a girl takes you to her house after all this messing about, get her naked and walk away. Like just as punishment. I know it might sound petty, but sometimes it is deserved. But it's just like, so many men are acting like pussies. When a real man steps up, they look at you like you're crazy, and that's what pisses me off.
Exactly. That's true.
It's just, it's awful. It's awful out here. Like just getting a woman's respect over pussy. That's all that matters.
Exactly. No, that's real talk. That's real talk, man. Because look, I'm trying to tell these guys. See, what dudes got to understand is they got to start getting more women. A lot of guys who don't get women and who are not used to having sex, they put sex over everything. You understand what I'm saying? They'll say shit like, "Oh, I want to have sex no matter what. I don't give a fuck what I got to do." That's their mentality. You see what I'm saying? And that's because they don't get sex at all, so they're willing to do whatever to get it, even disrespect themselves to get the sex. You see what I'm saying? And that's how they get a woman to, have power over them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally understand. But quick three questions. I've got a few new ones on a rotation. Obviously, like nothing set in stone. One's today. She said she'll let me know by tomorrow, whether she wants to see me or not. Do I either just like ask her and confirm if it's still on, and if not, or shall I just leave it? And if she calls, she calls. If she doesn't, she doesn't. So you said
you had a chick who was gonna tell you
to London.
So you said it. So you said you. When did you speak to this girl?
This was beginning of the week, Monday.
On Monday, and you supposed to meet her when?
Saturday or tomorrow.
Saturday, damn. And so she said to you, she'll let you know by today.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, what you got to do in those situations, don't let her be the one to let you know. You say, so for example, let's say on Monday you say, hey, let's get together. She's like, oh, I got to let you know by Friday. You'd be like, no, listen, think about it and let me know by tonight or let me know by Tuesday morning if you can meet up by Friday. And if she says, oh, well, I can't let you know by then. Okay, well, we'll just do it another time. And you keep it moving. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't want to ever have a thing where you let her be the one to dictate when she lets you know, because what she's doing is she's trying to figure out her options to see what she can do, and then if nothing comes up, then she'll see you, right? But what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're the one that's in control of the situation. Again, you're the one who says, she says, you say, hey, let's meet up Saturday or whatever it is. She's like, oh, I don't know, maybe I gotta let you know. Well, listen, let me know by the end of today. So now what you're doing is that you're not wasting the whole week trying to figure out what's popping off Saturday. So if she don't let you know by the end of the day, at least you can cut her off and then at least get another girl for Saturday. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see that. And then last question. And basically, when I do get successful, most of the time they do call back. Some of them don't call back. But sometimes the ones that I really do like don't call back. So I'm not sure whether I could gauge the situation on if they have a boyfriend or if they're seeing many other people. Like, I'm not too sure. And do I basically call them back like a week or 2 weeks later, or do I just let that one go? I also.
No, I would say at this point you got to let them go, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's times where you could hit them back if you want. Like, if let's say if you you know, hit them back the next week, there are times where shit could go down. But see, the thing with that is also is that when you do that too much, what happens is that you're engaging in behavior that's lowering your confidence. You understand what I'm saying? On a subconscious level. Because what you're doing is you are doing extra shit to try to get the girl. Because right now she's not really cooperating, which she should be cooperating at the beginning. So what happens is, what builds your confidence is if you say, man, fuck that chick, I'm going to move on to another girl. But when you linger on to the other chick, subconsciously it fucks with your confidence. You see what I'm saying? So that's the only thing with that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, great. Thanks for your help, Mr. Locario. Have a good show.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Peace.
All right, yeah.
All right. So the calling number, people, 646-481-3901. All right, let me see who this is. What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? It's Jakey from London.
Hold on, Dan. We got two people on the line. Hold on, one second. I'm gonna have somebody else call back. All right.
Okay.
What's poppin'? Who this?
Hey, what's up? It's Valentine Outlaw.
What's going on, bro?
What's up, man? I have a little problem that's going on right now. All right, so I have a rotation, right? So one of the females is showing sign that they, you know, like they're kind of falling in love and stuff like that. What should I do? Should I like pull back a little bit, or should I just like kind of like, you know, go along with it? No, not go along with it, but just like kind of back off a little bit.
So what is she? What do you mean she's showing signs she's falling in love with? Like, what is she doing specifically?
So basically she would text you 24/7. Then on top of that, she would like you know, say hey love and all that. Basically, she's showing like super high value. Basically, like
right.
So I don't know if she's like gonna hinder my rotation and stuff like that. But I already told her like you know, I'm not trying to cuff it or anything like that. I was just telling her, like, because I was being honest. Like, I was like, look, I'm talking to other females. So, you know, that's, yeah, so I was, like, talking to other females. So, down the road, maybe I will, you know, be in a relationship. But for right now, I'm focused on myself. So, that's basically one of my games that I do to, you know, get the rotation started and stuff. So, yeah.
And how long you've been fucking with this girl?
Okay, so I've been talking to this girl for like probably a month, and then she tried to get me with Valentine's and stuff like that, and I kind of like said I'm busy.
Right.
I'm not trying to do
and how many times you smashed?
Huh? How many times I smashed? I smashed about 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 times or twice.
Right. Well, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Like, all you really need to do is see. This is the thing. You just need to let her know, like, because when you first started dealing with her, right? Did you let her know, like, hey, look, I'm not really trying to do no boyfriend-girlfriend shit. I'm just, like, chilling and having fun and all that other stuff?
Yeah, she even told me from the jump, the reason why she got in my rotation, she was like, look, I told her, I was like, look, I'm not, like, trying to look for no serious relationship or anything like that.
Right.
She came at me like, look, that's cool. I'm just trying to, you know, find some vibes and stuff like that.
Right.
Now she's starting to really start to show some, you know, some love, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So the thing is this. all you got to do is make sure you just don't indulge in it. You see what I'm saying? Because like if that's not something you want, then just don't indulge in it. So you can still see her, you can still smash, but you got to be the one who's controlling the dynamic of the situation. So you don't got to keep reminding her, but you can remind her with your actions. You see what I'm saying? So because you already told her.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? You already told her, what the situation is. You see what I'm saying? So now all you got to do is remind her what your actions, meaning you hit her up, y'all hook up, and then maybe you don't call her for like 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying? And then even if she's like fucking hitting you up or whatever, right? Even if she's hitting you up, you can still respond to her text or whatever, but just be like, when she hits you up, be like, hey, I gotta go, but I'll see you, whenever. You see what I'm saying? And just don't spend too much time with it. You see what I mean?
Exactly. That's what she's like. She's a person that will text you. Like, as soon as you send a text, you send a text right back. So
right.
I know this is like kind of value, and it's like kind of annoying in a way too. So what I've been doing was just pulling back, not texting her too much. So I just been just like, hitting her from like an hour or like 30 minutes or something like that. And I'll be telling her, look, I'm busy. And then she's like, all right. And then I'll just hit her up probably later on.
Because look, all you need to do is this. When she hits you up, right? Set a time for y'all to meet up to smash. Just be like, so let's say she's like, hey, boo, whatever the fuck she talking, right?
Right.
And then be like, oh, what's going on? And she's like, oh, I'm fine, I'm doing this and doing that. Be like, okay, cool, well, listen, when are you free next, right? So she'll be like, oh, I'm free, tomorrow. Well, we'll be like, listen, well, I'm not free tomorrow, but I'm free 2 weeks from now on Friday. So let's meet up that day, right? So then y'all set a date to meet up, right? And then she's probably going to text or call you, you know what I'm saying, during that week. But every time she texts and call you, you just have a little hit her up, respond to her once, and then just get off the phone and be like, well, hey, listen, I gotta go because I'm in the middle of something. I'll see you when I see you, and then just keep it like that. So what happens is that you can still deal with her, and she'll get the hit through your actions. Because remember, you already told her. You feel what I'm saying? So she just needs to get the hit through your actions.
From the start,
right.
So she can't get out.
Right. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? And that's all you got to do. You feel what I mean?
Yep.
So don't. But the only thing is, you want to make sure you're not the one indulging in the fucking shit. So if you don't feel that way about her, you don't want to keep going back and forth with her all day like that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
All right.
Okay, definitely got you. And another quick question as well. All right, so about validation, because a lot of people, I guess it's like against validation, these hoes and all that sort of stuff like that. Like, how do you feel about validating a girl when you first meet them, like when you're approaching them on the street? Just like quick compliments and stuff like that. People would be saying, don't do that. How do you feel about that in your position?
I mean, me personally, like a lot of times I'll compliment, but that's just because that's what I like to do. So it's not about compliment. Because see, this is the thing, and I probably got to do a whole show on this. Your intentions matter. So based off of what your intentions are, that's going to matter how the interaction is going to go and how the energy is in the interaction. So for example, if you go up to the girl and you're complimenting her because you want her to like you, that's different than you complimenting her because that's just what you're doing because you think she's fucking hot and that's just you talking and doing your thing. You see what I'm saying? So you're doing the same. It's both compliments, but it's two different intentions. You see what I'm saying? So your intention is going to dictate, how the interaction will go because based off of your intention it means how you're coming at the interaction. So one guy can have an intention of trying to please the girl or trying to get the girl to fucking, like you. And one guy can have the intention of this is just how I talk to chicks. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just my swag and my energy when I'm chilling and talking to a girl. And the girl could see the difference. You see what I'm saying? Because there's one thing if a guy's like, oh my God, miss, you're so amazing. You're so beautiful, right? Versus a guy that's like, yo, ma, listen, you sexy as shit. What's good? You feel what I'm saying? Two different things.
The energy and the way how you say it.
Right.
Makes it, a good validation in a way.
Right,
that's
exactly. Exactly.
Getting the girl.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You feel me?
Right. Okay, I got you on that. All right, thanks, Locario.
All right, bro. Mahalo. Peace.
No doubt. Peace.
All right, let me see who else is on here. So the caller number 646-481-3901. 646-481. Let me see who this is. Hold on. You, what's going on? You.
Hello.
What's going on?
Hey, you call me?
Bruh.
Yo,
All right, these niggas is trolling right now. So early in the so early in the morning. So early in the show, whatever. What's poppin'? Who this? You. Yo.
what's good, man? How you doing?
What's up with your phone, bro? I can't hear you. You sound like you going through a fucking like portal. What's going on with you?
I'm gonna call back.
All right, you gonna have to call back because that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, that shit is crazy. he sound like T-Pain. Yo, what's good? Who this? You.
Hello.
What's going on? Who's this? Yo, y'all bugging out today. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Motherfuckers. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Hi, it's Jakey from London.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, man. It's been a while since I called up. You know, the last time I called up probably like 2 months ago. I'm not really too sure.
Right.
But yeah, it's going good. This is the first video I've seen since I've come back on your channel.
Right.
But yeah, man, I've just got a really fucked up situation to talk about. It's really fucked up, man.
Right. So what happened?
Man, so basically what happened was it's Friday today and Monday. Basically, I started this new job and I downloaded Tinder again. And, I just got a bit more money and stuff, you know what I mean? I've been focusing on my purpose and stuff like that. You know? And so I managed to just get some new clothes, you know what I mean? I gained a bit more muscle and stuff. And basically, I went on Tinder and I got quite a bit of matches, actually, you know, because I've got some professional pictures done. And I ended up matching with this one girl in particular. And she was, I would say, firstly, she was at 8 out of 10, you know. So the match with her, it was quite easy. You know, I got her WhatsApp. And I set a date for today. And I actually saw her today in the afternoon, probably like 4 p.m., 4:30 or something like that. So I told her, you know, meet me at this place, this usual place I take girls. And I went there, and, you know, so she was a little bit late, like 5 minutes late, 15 minutes late. It was a bit weird situation. I couldn't find her. Then I ended up bumping into her, and I kind of clashed heads with her a bit. So it was a bit like weird. It's a weird start. So we started sitting down. Everything was good. You know, everything was good. You know what I mean? And then mid conversation, I kissed her. We started kissing, and then I said to her, you know, what are you doing after this? And she said, I don't know. Well, why don't you tell me? And I said, oh, why don't we go to your house, you know, and just chill for a bit or something.
Right.
And then she said, what do you mean by chill? And then I kind of like paused and like I gave like a sexual gesture to her, and I was like, yeah, I want to fuck the shit out of you. I was just like that, and she was like, okay. And then she was just like compliant, you know. And then we went back to her place, and you know, her place, she has quite a bit of money, you know. Her place is quite big, but I just had a weird feeling that something wasn't right. And we ended up like having fucking and shit for like hours. Like it was crazy. You know, I just came back from her place like an hour ago, and whilst I was fucking, her phone rang, and it was someone's name on it. And I was kind of a bit cautious. I said to her, "What's going on?" And she was like, "Oh, it's no one." And I stopped fucking her, and then I stood up, and then she answered the phone. She put it on speaker, and there's some guy like shouting and screaming at her, saying like, "Oh, like where are you? Where are you? What are you doing?" And then she was like, "I'm not doing nothing." And then he was like, "Who's that in the background?" Because the floorboards are kind of like squeaky. And then And then she fucking, like, and then everything paused. Like, we paused, and then the guy's like screaming. He's like, who the fuck is this guy? I want to fucking beat him up. I'm going to kill him with his shit. And then and then she cut off the phone. And I said, what's going on? Who's that? And she, like, was acting all weird and aggressive and shit. And she was like, oh, it's nothing. And she went to, like, her kitchen to make some fucking tea or some shit. And then I just stood there. I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, I'm going. And she's like, oh, no, don't go. And I said, who is it then? And she's like, oh, okay, it's my boyfriend. I was like, what? What do you mean you got a boyfriend? And I kind of like laughed a bit afterward, and she laughed, and then I made a joke. I was like, oh, is he a serial killer? And she's like, oh, no, he's not a serial killer, but he's been to prison. And I was like, what the fuck? And then he rang again, and then she didn't answer it for like 10 minutes, and he kept ringing, and he answered again, and then he's saying that, oh, I'm coming to your house, some shit. And then like, he cut off the phone, and then I got changed. I'm like, I'm going. And she's like, no, stay. And I stayed for a bit, and then we end up like doing some other sexual stuff.
Oh my god, dude! Why you stay? What the hell's wrong with you?
I don't even know, man. We end up doing some other stuff, and then next thing you know, I hear like this car bipping outside, the sound horn going off. And then the door's getting smashed, like the guy's banging the door, and he's like, open the fucking door, I'm gonna kill him. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I pretty much got all my clothes on. I said, I need to get out of here. And she's like, oh, no, it's fine. I was like, what do you mean it's fine? And then she took me out to this garden area, and there's like the little back alley where you can go out, and I just pretty much got out. And then the guy came into the house, and I think he saw me on the street, and then next thing you know, he's running on the street trying to find me, and I fucking just got an Uber back home. You know, and now I'm home right now.
So he tried to get you, and he didn't get you. He didn't catch up to you.
Yeah, he tried to get me. Like, the guy was like some like Jamaican Rastafarian type of guy. Maybe he's putting on a Jamaican accent. I don't know. He's quite aggressive, man. So I just pretty much went, and I blocked her and everything. I blocked her number.
Bro, you gotta.
I deleted the Tinder. I deleted Tinder as well. You know. You
gotta be careful, man. You almost could have lost your life over some pussy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The woman was a millionaire. Like, she rich. Like, what? This is crazy. This I don't like. This she was posh and everything, and I didn't even. I never thought someone like that would be. Like, you know, I'm being acquaintance with.
Bro, I'm telling you that's what happens, man. But yo, I'm glad you're safe. You know what I'm saying? And you know, don't don't do that shit again. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. But that's what I wanted to say, man. But yeah, thanks. It's good seeing you again, man. I hope you call us another time, man.
All right, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
hollering. Enjoy the live stream, bro.
All right, man. I'm hollering, bro. You be safe. All right, peace. All right, let me get Big King BJ call up again. Call up. You say he was calling up. I want Big King BJ to call up. Hold on, I want Big King BJ to call up. Call back up. Because you say he was trying to call up. Because he was talking about you don't want to give the chicks validation. Come on, Big King BJ, call up. I'm waiting for Big King BJ to call up. You said your number was a 571 number, right? I want Big King BJ to call back up. Come on. We're waiting for Big King BJ. I'm going to give you one more minute. I'm going to give you one more chance to call up. So I want to talk to you about this validation shit. Call the number 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901. We need Big King BJ to call up. See, now when I be telling dudes to call up, they don't want to call up. Ridiculous. All right, Big King BJ going once, going twice. And we going to move on if you ain't calling back up. Exactly. Dudes be scared to call in now when I'm going to confront them about the shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, Big King BJ ain't calling up, so. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this? You.
Hello.
Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
This is not Big King J.
I know it's not you. What's going on? Who this?
You can call me Gattuso from DC area. Just calling in, but
all right. So what's good with you?
I just want to chop it up a little few things that I realized and just want to share with you and see your thoughts on it. You talk about women being on some bullshit, and regardless, you cannot throw the power. You have to go through some bullshit, and I definitely agree with that. But at some point, what are the things that you can just close the eyes on and be like, okay, this is some goofy shit she's on, or this is something very disrespectful, and usually both are tied together. So I just want to know what has been your experience. How do you really be like, okay, this is some female shit, I will let it go, or this is really disrespectful, I will check you on it real quick. For sure, sir.
Right. Well, this is the thing. The thing is that you have to have the understanding that women are going to be emotional. You feel what I'm saying? And women are going to, have that sort of energy when it comes to certain types of things. But what you need, but what needs to happen is you need to tell them that, or have a structure in place and say this, and this is acceptable. This is not. Just like if you were at work, you understand what I'm saying? You know what you can or cannot do at work, and you know what will get you fired and what will get you promoted. So let the girls know, hey, listen, if you do this, and that, you're going to get fired. You understand what I'm saying? So even if you're upset, even if whatever it is, you gotta curb that and check that. So you can tell a chick, hey, okay, look, I'm going to give you a warning. But the next time you do this, you're out of here. You feel what I'm saying? So that's really all it is. It's really about you got to have the foundation and the protocol first. And then based off of that, she knows what she should or shouldn't be doing. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Right.
But from your point of view, you have a really long-term relationship experience. Do you think that with the time women come back and trying to challenge you, or trying to take that power that you gain over them again, do you think that they can come back and keep doing the same thing?
Say it again?
So you have a long-term relationship experience. So let's say, for example, you put the structure together, she's following your program without any problem. Do you, from your long-term experience, do you think that with the time they come back and they try to challenge you and take the power back?
Well, this is the thing. This is why I tell you guys to take your time with women. You understand what I'm saying? Because what it is that, let's say, for example, you dating a girl and you wait 18 months before you make that girl your girlfriend. You feel what I'm saying? Or even thinking about having her as your girlfriend. So what it is that within that time, if she's gonna try to, take the power back, or she can't take the power back if if you're doing what you're doing. But if she's trying to gain the power over you, that's when you say, well, look, I'm gonna just charge you to the game if you keep trying to do this. So let's say for the first, you've been seeing a girl for 2 months. You feel what I'm saying? And then she's been acting cool, but then she starts to act funny. At that point, you're like, well, listen, it's only been 2 months. I ain't really fucking with you like that. I gotta keep it moving from you, right? But let's say you're dealing with a girl, and 2 months go by, 4 months go by, 8 months go by, and everything is cool. 9 months go by, a whole year goes by, everything is cool. Usually, what happens is it's going to be hard for a woman to, keep up a facade for that long. You feel what I'm saying? Or you see what I mean? So if she's on some bullshit, it will be revealed over time. So this is what I'm saying, where this is why you wait it out. Because before a woman becomes your girlfriend or wife, she should already have been properly vetted. Because truthfully, you shouldn't be having that many issues with a woman who's your girlfriend or your wife. Because they should have been properly vetted from the beginning. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
Thank you so much, and I would like somebody else to call me.
All right, bro. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right, peace. Later. Just living. You said if I watched the Coach Red Pill video, which Coach Red Pill video? Was you the one that was sending me the DM in Instagram saying I should check out the video? What video are you talking about? Damn, my nose is stuffy like a motherfucker. Shit. You're gonna see me putting this tissue up in here. Grabbing all this shit. Jesus Christ. Just living here. What video are you talking about? What's the name of the video? What it's about? What you talking about? What's the name of the video? What's the name of the video? You quote, you say your favorite YouTuber face LMS is streaming tonight at 6. I think, why not come through and debate him? Hilarious. Oh, he's advocating lying to him, and oh, Jesus. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on?
Yeah, it's funny you just mentioned that situation. It's I can't remember the guy's name. It's the British London guy.
Mm-hmm.
And if he had enough, like, you know, if he had enough, I guess we still anonymous, but I guess if he had like enough nerve to talk about his story, I guess I could talk about mine, because the game is getting crazy out there, man. Like, these chicks is real deal trying to set us up, because this situation actually happened to me like 2 months ago. I actually almost got robbed from Tinder.
Damn.
Yeah, like, real deal. Like, you know, it was just like a cool night, you know, working, doing my thing, and I got my Tinder profile, so I don't really get much matches, but, you know, I got a match with somebody, and she talking about some, hey, how you doing? I'm like, okay, we just talking, and she talking about something, do you smoke? I was like, not really, but I smoke from time to time. She's like, do you want to smoke? I was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, when you're free? She's like, oh, I'm free at this time. Okay, that's fine. You know, I'm just working one night, and she says I'm gonna be off at like 8 or 9, because she was telling me, I think she said she worked like a late night job, something like that.
Right.
So basically, she said she was gonna get off at about 9, and then she was gonna be getting ready, like, you know, cleaning up her house and stuff like that. I was like, all right, fine. I'll call you up. She was like, you can come to my crib. So I went to this like side of town, like I ain't never been on, but I was skeptical about it. But I was like, nah, let me stop being so scary. So, real deal. Got to the place, I couldn't find it. It was like one of them apartment complexes where it's just like you ever like looked at like on a TV shows where it's a complex like right next to each other. It's not like no spaces in between. It's kind of like those.
Right.
So when I get to the place, you know, she telling me like, okay, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hey, my apartment back here. Next thing you know, as soon as I get to the dark part, dude come up behind me and hit me in the back of the head with a gun.
Oh shit!
And started attacking me, and I'm the real deal wrestling dude saying, hey, bro, get the fuck off me. So we real deal wrestling and shit, and then and like while we wrestling, like it's some security guards that's like walking the block, and they're like, hey, y'all can't be fighting. I'm like, what you mean? The dude just attacked me. So, you know, real deal, like, she was like, that was what I found out. The dude had to tell me, because like they ended up having to report it because they had to arrest the dude. So it ended up saying like they told me that the guy is related to the girl.
Wow. And
what they was doing was it as funny enough, they actually did the same thing to a dude that night. They end up assaulting the dude, end up like beating him up, and of course he never reported it, so they couldn't follow up on it because he was like, I don't trust no cops. So
right,
they end up like real deal like not following up on it because like they couldn't they couldn't follow up because he just didn't want to like tell the cops. No, he was just like, oh, I'm gonna cop something like that. It was like stupid.
Nah, but you know it's funny. It's not funny that it happened, but this is why shit is so important to make sure that when you're this is the thing. There's a couple things I got to say about this that will get you out of these situations. One, you got to start dealing with higher quality women. You understand what I'm saying? because women who are high, because you was on some hood shit. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to start dealing with high quality women. So this a chick you say you met her off of Tinder?
Yeah.
And and this is the first time you meeting her?
Yeah, it's my first time meeting her.
And so you just went straight from the app to the crib?
Yeah, I was like, because at first I was cut, because usually I used to be like, hey, we're going to get some coffee. Like, I tend to be like, hey, let's go to Starbucks, let's get a coffee, let's do something. Because I'm kind of skeptical to bring her back to my parents' crib. So if it's not there or if it's not in the car, then I'll just be like, okay, well, fine, whatever. I've done it before, but I haven't done it that many times. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, I was just like, fine, whatever. Like,
right, but that's what I'm saying. You gotta. That's one thing. You gotta start dealing with higher quality chicks because when you when you're dealing with a girl, right? You gotta talk to her. You gotta see what are you doing with your life? You understand what I'm saying? So is like, what is this girl doing in her life? Because if let's say you meet a girl. Let's say you got two different girls. One girl talking about, yo, come to the crib and let's smoke weed, and I ain't got no job. And then you got another chick who says, yo, listen, she's like, I work at fucking Columbia University, and I'm on the board of directors of whatever. Which chick is most likely gonna get you robbed? You feel what I'm saying? The one who's talking about weed and smoking and hood shit, right? That's one. So you gotta up the quality of chicks you're dealing with, because you gotta talk to these girls to see what type of chicks you're dealing with. Talk and see if they're the type of chick who has something to lose. You feel what I'm saying? Because if they ain't got nothing to lose, those are the type of chicks that'll fucking get you set up, because that's what the fuck they do. Now, two, this is a mistake most guys make too, is that you should already have a setup designed that you made happen. Meaning, what you did was, she said, hey, come through to my place and do this thing I'm telling you to do. You understand what I'm saying? You got to make sure that when you're first talking to these girls, it's not about what the fuck they want to do. It's, listen, you are going to do what I'm telling you to do as a man. So when I hit up a chick off of Tinder, OkCupid, any of these sites, or even a chick I would meet at a bar or whatever, they're going to follow my directions, period. Because do you remember the fucking that thing where that Tinder hoax where they had that girl who had all them goofy ass niggas that went to Union Square to go on a date with her, and then remember that shit?
Wait, are you talking about with Charlemagne the God basically put a donkey of the day on?
Right, and it was that girl where she was working with these people who did this Tinder hoax where she had a hundreds of guys come through the Union Square to compete for a date, right?
Yeah.
Now,
and I gotta tell about one dude. He had groups of dudes
exactly.
that was just piling up on.
Right. So the reason why those dudes was in that situation was because they listened to what she said to do. Because if that was me,
you talking about the Times Square? When
yeah, that thing with the girl, right?
You got to compete for my love. You got to be 5'10".
Exactly. Right.
Yeah,
so,
I know what you're talking about.
So the reason why she got all them dudes to come through was because those dudes were listening to her. See, that would have never happened with me, because if I would have matched with her on Tinder, she'd have been like, hey, meet me in Union Square. I'd have been like, nah. I'd have been like, you meet me where I tell you to meet me. You feel what I'm saying? So then that's the thing, you guys. That's the second thing I'm saying, is that if you are controlling the dynamic of what she's supposed to do, you will never get robbed. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If you say to her, hey, meet me here, we go do this, we go do that, she can't set up no fucking robbery if you're telling her what the fuck to do. And if she's able to do that, then she's a fucking criminal genius, because I don't know how the hell you gonna set up a robbery when I'm telling you to meet me at a specific spot that's in public. That you understand what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's the thing, is that one, you gotta up the type of women you're dealing with, and you gotta control the fucking dynamics of the date or whatever the fuck you're doing. You see what I'm saying? So so don't listen to what a woman is telling you. Hey, well, let's do this and let's meet here. No. You're gonna meet where I tell you to meet. You feel what I'm saying? Period. That's it. And if you ain't meeting where I tell you to meet, we ain't going out, and I ain't fucking with you. You see what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying. Where even I'm talking about the show where I'm talking about, letting women have power over you. That right there is letting the woman have power over you because you're doing what she's saying. Like, you don't know this girl from nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? And she's just like, oh yeah, come through and smoke weed at micro. And it's like, you're thinking, well, it seems simple, it seems easy, but what you gotta understand is that you always have to make sure that she's doing what you're saying and not the other way around. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
That's what it got to be. You feel what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like it's crazy now, man. I'm just like now. I'm just gonna be like strictly my. Well, okay. I'll probably take them out first, but strictly my place or no place. It's just not gonna. It's not gonna go down like that no more. If I gotta meet her somewhere and I don't know what part of town I'm carrying, bro.
Well, that's like, but see, that's what I'm saying. Don't even give her the option to tell you what to suggest anything. No, this is where we gonna meet. Period. It's always you are the one who's dictating, and on top of that, when you are interacting with these chicks, you understand what I'm saying? Like, make sure she at least looks like she got something going on about her. Don't stop fucking with these hood rats. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit ain't gonna do nothing for you. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because I couldn't. I was at a place where I thought like I couldn't afford to be picky, so
Nah, bro.
What I could get.
You could no. See, that's the problem. You could always afford to be picky, bro. Don't be thinking that shit. You know what I'm saying? And why you think you couldn't be picky for?
I mean, beggars can't really be choosers, can they? I mean,
but why you begging though? Why you begging?
I mean, it depends on what type of options you have. I can't just be that dude that's gonna be like, I'm only gonna date this type of chick. I can't get one. If I can't get one below it, you know what I mean?
No. Why? But this is what I'm saying. Why do you feel that you won't got no options? Why do you feel that way? What's going on with you when you feel that way?
I mean, I just can't. Like, if I'm not out here just like, let's say I'm trying to get the 8s and the 9s, and I'm not getting 7s or 6s or 5s, I can't really be like, oh, this is 8s. I'm only dating 8s and 9s because that's what I want. I can't really do that, you know what I mean? Because I'm just like, I haven't got to that level yet.
But see, that's coming from your own mind though. That's your own low self-esteem talking. You know what I'm saying?
It's yeah, but like that's just with anything though. Like of course, like if I'm good at something, let's say I play basketball, I might be able to beat a couple of dudes down the street, but I'm not gonna beat. Let me not go there. I'm not gonna beat LeBron. I'm not gonna beat freaking Chris Paul or nobody like that. It's like it's levels to it. You know?
Right, but what makes a chick an 8, 9, or 10?
Usually, like the way they carry themselves, how much they got going on with them. Like maybe they rich, they smart, they funny, got great personality, got great, great looks, in shape, driven, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And so why so you're not driven, you're not confident, none of that shit.
I'm driven and stuff, but I don't got no game right now. Like I don't got all the looks. I'm not tall. I mean, I'm not trying to be a Debbie down now, but I have to like accept what I am. Like you got to go with it. I can't just be like.
So you said so okay. So you say you're not tall. So that means that you're just gonna like get with low quality chicks for the rest of your life because you feel like because you're not tall you can't get.
No. I'm saying sometimes you just gonna have to be. I mean, I think at least that you're gonna have to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna accept some small. I probably will accept some lower options now until I can get some higher options when I get my feet wet, or like when I get my experience going. If you know what I mean, like yeah.
But why? Okay, so
sometimes.
So what I'm saying is this: why can't? Let's say you see a girl like what's your type of chick? Tell me the type of girl you like.
This is gonna sound corny, but I like redheads.
Okay, so now redheads. Let's say you see a redhead. Is that and you think she's a 10? What's stopping you from approaching her and talking to her?
I mean, nothing is stopping me. It's just that if I'm not up to par with what she like, then it's not gonna be, somebody I'm gonna be able to get.
But how do you know what she likes? How do you know what she likes?
I mean, you gotta find out. But like, if somebody is okay, attractiveness is subjective. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, there are certain chicks that have a whole bunch of dudes that want them.
Every chick got a whole bunch of dudes that want to fuck them.
They're picky because I know I can get almost any dude. So you're going to have to come correct. You're going to have to be somebody that's really, like, I feel like somebody who's, okay, let's put it this way. If let's put it this way, I might like, okay, a girl might like only black dudes, of course, something like that. Let's just say something like that.
Right.
Of course, if a white dude coming on, he got enough game, he got enough looks. Of course, she probably date that white dude because although black is her preference, he got the game, he got the stuff where it don't matter. I don't have that just yet. So you have to take what you can get. Like maybe I like redheads, or maybe redheads like other redheads. So I can't just dye my hair red and then bleach my skin white.
But have you interviewed every redhead that exists that you find attractive?
I haven't, but like I said, you have to. I feel like it's common sense just to know that a lot of people are probably going to date within their own race. So I just you just have to you have to come correct. You have to do what
the problem is what it is this is the problem though. The problem is that you're purposely limiting yourself. This the limits is all on you. Like you're the only one limiting yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Because you literally have no idea what any chick that you approach or talk to is gonna be interested in. You see what I'm saying? So you don't know. So you got to find out. But what's gonna stop you is thinking that girl that over there that's their redhead is not gonna want to fuck with you. That's the only thing that's stopping you, bro. You don't look.
I mean, I'm not that person where I just feel like I'm all off just simple theory. I mean, I don't have many redhead friends now. I mean, but I approach. I mean, you just gotta come correct. Of course, they ain't gonna never say, "Hey, I don't like you because of this reason." You just gotta insert. You gotta do with the body language and what they telling you without words, like the nonverbal. So I mean, as far as right now, I'm not at that place yet. I mean, I can be, but I have to come correct. I have to get my game up, step my game up. If I got what you call a mouthpiece, of course that ain't gonna be a problem. But I don't have that just yet. I have enough experience.
I don't. But let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question though. Let me ask you this question. If me and you was in a club right now or a bar, and you saw a redhead chick that was a dime, would you go and approach her?
Probably not.
Why not though? Why not?
I ain't gonna let you laugh at me, man. I'm just.
But see that's your problem right there. That's the problem. See, I agree with you when you're saying, "Hey, let me step my game up. Let me learn some things. Let me improve myself." That's good. But what you're saying is that right now you're stopping yourself. You're the person that when you hear people say, "I'll be happy when I get more money," or "I'll be happy when I have a car," "I'll be happy when I get my degree." That's what you sound like. You sound like one of those people who, when this happens, then this is gonna happen. No, you can do that shit right now. You can approach a bad chick right now. You understand what I'm saying?
I do it all the time, bro. It's just you gotta have your game up, bro. It's just I just think it's levels.
No, this is what I'm saying. I agree. All I'm saying is while you're learning the game, still approach the hot girls you want to talk to. Because what you first said was
I do that already.
But you said no. You said I'm gonna approach the sixes and then work my way up to the dimes. Or you're saying
right? No. What I was saying, I was taking what I can get. So usually,
right. But that's what I'm saying. Like you shouldn't have that mentality though. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you should know what you want, go after what you want, and at the same time improve yourself. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, because what you're doing now is you're saying, well, even having the thought process of saying, well, I'm just going to take what I can get, that's low level thinking. You see what I'm saying? That's like scraps. You feel what I mean? Like you're just like, you see what I mean? Like that's not an abundant mindset. You have to have the mindset of, I can get the chicks I want to get, and I'm going to go after those women. And even if I'm not getting those women now, I will eventually get those women as I'm progressing. That's all I'm saying. What I'm saying is you got to stop going in the direction of feeling like, well, I can't do it now, or I'm not going to approach. Because I just asked you, I said, if you still a dime who's your perfect type, you still wouldn't approach. And that's crazy. You should be approaching.
Look, I get it. You try, like, you have to sell a product, and you like, you know, you're really experiencing the game. But I just don't think reality is that way. I'm not trying to be that person who's just, I'm just hard headed, and I just refuse to believe you because you have all the experience and I don't. I totally get it. You have way more experience than me. You probably know a lot more than me about girls. But I just think that you have to. It's like I can't fool myself. Like if.
But this no. Stop. But this is what I'm saying. Look, what I'm saying is this, bro, is that you say you have, like, I want to know if that dime piece redhead, if you approach her, what are the options, like what are the outcomes that will happen? What do you think is going to happen if you approach that girl?
I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I hope for the best, but I don't really expect the best. If you know what I mean.
No, but this one, and see, that's the problem. You're not expecting the best. But there's only two things that's going to happen, and you approach that redhead. She gonna want to fuck with you, or she not gonna want to fuck with you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But see, that's the problem is that you don't believe that it's possible for that dime piece chick to fuck with you. But that has nothing to do with her.
I don't think that's true, Locario, because if I didn't, I wouldn't approach.
If you did what?
If I didn't believe there was a chance that she liked me or not, I wouldn't have approached. That's why I approach now. The thing is, like, if I just did not believe in myself, then I wouldn't probably read your content. I wouldn't call in.
No, but you just said that if me and you was in a club or a bar and you saw a bad dime piece redhead, you said you would. You said you would not.
I said I just didn't want to embarrass myself in the club. That's just not what I'm usually do. That's why I usually do date game. I mean, it's getting to the point now where I usually approach date game because it's not really people just looking at you. Like, of course, like if I'm in the club, I'm gonna be too in my head to do it.
Why do you care about people looking at you?
I mean, I'm human. I get embarrassed. It's a part of life.
But what are you embarrassed about? Like, what's gonna happen if somebody sees you approaching a girl? What's gonna happen?
I mean, they're gonna probably be like, okay, well, Brad just trying to get a number or whatever.
And what is that? Who cares though? That's what I'm saying. Like, why does it matter?
Man, everything is easy in explaining, but it's not easy in practice.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
The fact of the matter is, and I'm not just trying to like disagree with you or nothing like that. Like you make a lot of good points. Mm-hmm. I try to improve my game, like you say, with your bad boy membership and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's just that, you know, like what the experience has taught me now that it's not enough now. I can hope for the best, but it's not enough now. I just need more experience. Mm-hmm. I can't just get a dime out of the blue, just be like, hey, I'm the shit. Like I'm fucking bad. No, like that's not how it works.
No. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Hold on. What I'm saying is that, okay, let's say for example, okay, so when you fuck with these girls, or you try to get with these girls, what are you trying to do? You trying to just smash? Like, what are you trying to do? Like when you was going over that girl's house that you got robbed with, were you trying to smash her that night?
I mean, no, I wasn't really expecting anything. I was just kind of like going with the flow. I wasn't trying to just look for one specific thing, if you know what I mean.
Right, but you would smash if you could have, if you would have.
Yeah.
Okay, now applying that same logic to the redhead in the club or the bar, wherever we're at. You see that dime piece chick. Would you want to have sex with her?
Yeah.
Okay, so what would make her not want to have sex with you?
If I'm not a type, if I'm not attractive enough to her, if she don't like the way I talk, or if she don't like find me physically attractive, just not her cup of tea.
Okay. So now, what if she was attracted to you? What if you was her cup of tea? What if she liked the shit you was talking about?
I mean, that's good. I mean, I guess we can do something.
Okay, so my question is, how are you going to find out?
You approach.
Okay, so then what are you talking about? So what are you talking about?
what I was saying. Look, if it was that easy, I'm pretty sure that would stop nobody from achieving their
It
goals.
is that easy. It is that easy. Look,
it's never that simple. It's simple.
no. Okay,
simple
okay. How many redheads? Where you from?
I'm from Florida.
You from Florida? Okay. Now, let's forget the redheads for a second. Let's just say girls you find attractive. Period. How many girls that you find attractive? Just how many girls do you think you would see that you would find attractive in a month?
I mean, a bunch if I'm like using my phone, if I'm on Instagram and stuff like that.
Okay, but I'm talking about even in person, like all of that together. Let's say you found 1,000 girls that was attractive. You trying to tell me if you approached 1,000 girls, you couldn't fuck one of those girls that was hot that you approached?
I probably could, but it just take a lot of mental energy to do that.
So what? But you could still do it though, right?
I could. I mean, it's possible. Like, yeah. I mean,
so then why not do it?
Man, you're talking about why people don't do anything. I mean, it's like level. If it was simple, everyone would be doing it.
No. But no, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying, it is simple. This all you got to do is walk up to 1,000 women and talk. Why is it that not simple? What's so hard about that? Like no, because calculus is difficult. Calculus is difficult. Fucking open heart surgery is difficult. But a person putting their left foot and right foot in front of each other and walk over and say, "Hey, how you doing? Let me get your number." Why is that so hard?
Hey, Locario, if it was that simple, would you be making money off dudes not knowing?
No, but that's why I do this, because I need for dudes to know that it's this simple. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I mean,
do you know that there's a I forgot who said it, but it's like a philosophical. It's like one of these Buddhist dudes who said the teacher, the job of the master is to teach his student that he needs no master. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's once they get good enough to go on their own.
No, but this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I'm telling you the shit you got to do. It's not difficult. It just takes work though. It takes energy. So I agree with you. It takes energy, but if you want that,
it takes energy. I mean, there's like of course, if you have reached this next level to where you're an entrepreneur, you're an online sensation, you're an online sensation dating coach, and everybody knows about you, at least on the YouTube manosphere, you have had to learn at some point in your life that it wasn't just a matter of how hard you worked. It was a matter of how smart you worked. And that's a big problem when it comes to dating as well, because of how smart you work. It's the definition between a guy approaching 1,000 girls and getting laid once, and a guy approaching 10 girls and getting laid like 5 times.
Right, but how do you wait? But see, that's the key. That's the key. Hold on, that's the key. How do you get to the point where you're the guy who approaches 10 and get laid 5 times?
I mean, you gotta have experience. You gotta approach enough.
Exactly.
I mean,
so what happens is you have to be the guy that approaches 1,000 women and get laid once before you can be the guy that approaches 10 and get laid 5 times. That's what I'm saying. You're trying to skip the step.
Does the comment section doing that? Because they give me a lot of crap in the comments right now. Like, do y'all are still telling me y'all approaching 1,000 girls? Because I think I've approached it. I approach.
But that's all I'm saying though. But you ain't got to worry about them. You got to worry about you. I'm saying that in order for you to become the guy that gets 5 out of 10, you got to be the guy that gets 1 out of 100 first. So you got to put in the work. So just like even with me, I had to put in a lot of fucking work before I could work. Like I had to work hard before I work smart. You can't really work smart before you work hard. It's impossible. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have to work hard before you work smart. You see what I'm saying? You can't work smart. There's no way to work, because working smart usually involves the knowledge you got from working hard. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to know how to work smart until you work hard. So that's what I'm saying, where you got to approach the 100,000 women or whatever first before you can just approach the 10 or 15 to get 5 or 6 or whatever. That's what I'm saying. So you got to approach all those women. And what I'm saying is that lucky for you, the actual thing you need to do is easy.